had a pig's ear of it, but never mind. The words are by Thomas Moore, the famous poet. And that's how I finished it off now. It's a very old song. Apparently, it's about this bloke who was caught in his true love, and she got smallpox, and it's called "Believe Me If." Let's see where. Right. Let's see. Believe me, if all those endearing young charms that I gaze on so fondly today were to fade by tomorrow and fleet in my arms like a fairy gift fading away, thou would still be adored as if this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness fade as it will, and around that dear ruin each wish of my heart will entwine itself verdantly still. It is not while beauty and youth are thine own, and thy cheeks unprofaned by its year, that the fervour and faith nor the love can be known, that which time can but make thee more dear. For a heart that is truly loved never forgets, but as truly lives on to the close, as the sunflower turns on her God when he sets, that same look as she turns when he rose. Believe me, if all those endearing young charms that I gaze on so fondly today were to fade by tomorrow and fleet in my arms like a fairy gift fading away, thou would still be adored as at this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness fade as it will, and around that dear ruin each wish of my heart will entwine itself verdantly still.
Anyway, a couple of tunes. First one is Planks de Irwin. The second one is O'Carolan's Concerto, which of course was written by O'Carolan, an old Irish piper many years ago. This song was made quite popular in the folk revival in the early 60s by the likes of the Dubliners and the Clancy Brothers. Was in the very month of May and folk. The started left the girls of Tune nearly broke, and heart saluted father dear. Kiss me, darling mother, drink a pint of beer. Grief and tears, it's mother then off the reef they're coming. Where I was born, cut the stout for Claude upon. Ghost of comes in a brand new pair of road. Not the love of the bars are trying to lie it down. The rocky road that doubled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack the lolly down. And Mullingar the night I rest. So where he started by the light next morning bright, and there he took a drop of the pure and keep. Hard for shrinking, that's the paddy's cup. There's his all for drinking to see the lass smile. Laughing all the way, and beginning to sail was set your heart. A bubble and lost me was I heard. As I required till I was almost tired. The rocky road that doubled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lottie down. Dublin next arrived, I thought it's such a pity to be so soon deprived. View of that fine city, then I took the stroll. All along the quality had me bundle stole. In the native locality something crossed me by. When I looked behind, no longer could I find a mistake. I wanted inquiring after the road. Told me Colin Brogue it wasn't much of book. On the rocky road that doubled it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lottie down. From there I got the way we spared. For failing landed on the quay, just as the ship was sailing, Captain up me roared, said no room but he. When I jumped aboard a cabin, bound for Paddy down among the pegs, then some hearty rigs, done some fancy jigs, the water round me bubbled. The Holyhead, I wish that I was dead, I are better for instead. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lottie down. The boys of Liverpool, I went safely landed, called myself a fool, I could no longer stand it. Began to boil, temper I was loose, when out there in Zyle I began abusing her and myself as actually Irish fly. Galway boys were there, so I was a hobbling with a loud array, ventured into the fray. We quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lottie down.
From Scotland to somewhere else not far away for one you may possibly recognise. Come over the hill, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hill to your lover. You choose the road, love, and I will make the vows, and I'll be your true love forever. the garden grows. There is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the boy, and my love is fairer than any. 'Twas down by Killarney's green woods that we'd stray. The moon and the stars, they were shining. The moon cast its glow on her locks of golden hair, and she vowed she'd be my love forever. Oh, red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the boy, and my love is fairer than any. 'Tis not for the parting from my bonny sister Kate, nor for the loss of my mother. 'Tis all for the loss of one bonny Irish lass that my heart is breaking forever. Oh, red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the boy, and my love is fairer than any. Oh, red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the boy, and my love is fairer than any. Awesome.
Lovely. Mr. Rockstop, are you singing?
Yeah.
Good. Well, don't sit there, get up here. Dave Rockstop.
Bumboat man. Voice is good. Can you imagine, you know, the Chinese bumboat man? Can you imagine in there, 15 of us in the chorus trying to get phrase that right? We'll be through it all night. Going to sing a popular one, and oh God, the light's bright here, isn't it? You need this for the, yeah, all right. And you're saying that we need sing-along participation. With this one, I'm going to do the Hackney Woods of Bedlington, which is, or the Halfpenny Woods of Bedlington. Have you got us in there? And it's actually the courting, people used to go courting there in days gone by. And this is of a lass, a lad I should say, who met a lass, and he thought he'd met a lovely lass, but it wasn't quite as what he thought it would be. So it refrains the Happy Woods of Bedlington on Sunday quite often, so just join it. Now the Happy Woods of Bedlington me body delight would be, for many's the pund I've sadly found these woods have cost to me. 'Twas there I met a lassie fair, dressed up in a finery, at the Happy Woods of Bedlington on Sunday. We started again together, she was very meek and mild, and when I asked her if she'd wed, she nodded her head and smiled. She says that her name was Rosamond, why man, I didn't know she was wild. At the Happy Woods of Bedlington on Sunday. She's now but a useless painted doll, me money'll soon be spent. I'm gone to boot to recall, but still she's not content. The way I tongue when it cease, I get snake peace, who that ever I went to the Happy Woods of Bedlington on Sunday. You've never seen such a doughty who's a hang me heed and shame, for little I thought the lazy now could have such a lovely name. When our guns in the rows begin, and I wish that stayed at home, from the Happy Woods of Bedlington on Sunday. No, I could have married the lass next door, see what a fool I've been. And now she can make and mend and make and keep things spick and clean. The folks in the streets is solves you read for being so soft and green. At the Happy Woods of Bedlington on Sunday. Just goes to show how true it is that looks can shallow be. For what I took for gold was brass, 'cause look what it's done to me. So take me advice and lads think twice if ever a rose you see. At the Happy Woods of Bedlington on Sunday. Can you miss out the bit where I've got it? Put a scratch in it, yeah. Do you want to know who wrote that? Is it? Well, it was a lad called Jack Robson, who was a music teacher and a headmaster at Urson. He was born about 1880, and he's the lad that was on, if you ever, years ago when you were watching or listening to Watch Your Geordie on the radio in the 50s. He was the one that did musical interludes like that in his retirement then. And if you ever heard of Wherever You're On Your Boat to Find a Geordie, that was one of his in there. But he wrote this about his meeting a lass that was like that, and I think Mrs. Jack Robson must have thought, I didn't think much of that. You know, oh my God, what are you doing here? So he thought, oh, I better write something. And this is Houghty Toughty Lass. Now, if you know, no, he likes Houghty Toughty. He was in love with her, and that's like Houghty Toughty is another way of saying hoity toity, and it's what if you go around to Wylam and Prudhoe, which it's from, he's written it from that area. Houghty Toughty is the way they say hoity toity, and I once said, why do they do that? And they said, well, let's get it right. Hoity toity is a posh way of saying hoity toity. That's it, I get it. Can you follow that? I can't now. Oh, and the last one of this refrains as well. And you were lost on while away, as bonny as can be. What thou should took me fancy should have naught to do with me. But mine should thought a salny brass, 'cause if I said good day, she stuck up her nose and tossed her head, and never would look me way. She stuck up her nose and tossed her head, and never would look me way. Now I was just a farming lad, me hands were rough with toil, with cleaning bare and leading muck to spread upon the soil. But every time that she passed by, though never a word was said, you could tell by her face she thought that I was part of the load I led. You could tell by her face she thought that I was part of the load I led. But women folk got cattle and changed from day to day. Me uncle left the farm to me, and cash to make it fair. And where's that houghty-touty lass I thought I'd like to wed? With a toe with the coos and a clarty shoes, and a bonny grand wife she's made. That toe with the coos and a clarty shoes, and a bonny grand wife she's made. Now whenever our stave should wed for money or me brass, I'd get a saucy answer from me houghty-touty lass. But now I have a son and heir, and she says that he would do. If he's as good as his dad begots, why she must be in love with me. If he's as good as his dad begots, she must be in love with me. For I knew a lass doon while I'm where, as bonny as can be. She is me houghty-touty lass, and she's the one for me. Houghty-touty lass.
When I was young and in me prime, I could you, way I was hewing all the time. Now me hewing days are through the road. Now me hewing days are through. I've lain down flat and I've shovelled coal. I could you, me eyes is smart in that dust-filled hole. Now me hewing days are through the road. Now me hewing days are through. I worked with Morris and they were men. I could you. They were men, iron sons of men. Now me hewing days are through the road. Now me hewing days are through. It's soon me that pit of sea. I could you, but carry it round, inside of me. Now me hewing days are through the road. Now me hewing days are through. And all that walk was made by men. I could you, we made dust, I'll never can. Now me hewing days are through the road. Now me hewing days are through. When I was young and in me prime, I could you, way I was hewing all the time. Now me hewing days are through the road. Now me hewing days are through. And Pickford.
Right. This one's another Vin Garbutt song. Apparently, when you get to be a pensioner, if you sell, if you work on your garden, you sell a few cabbages and stuff, and you get caught, you get your pension docked. You know that? No, right. But it's true. And this one's a bit like that. It's called The Man of the Earth. And it's about the old guy worked 40 years in the ironworks, and then he sort of spent his time in his garden. It's called, let's see, Man of the Earth. Yeah, I can't see it. This light. Love about it. Every day as I go through the old shanty town, where the sheds and allotments all stand, I see the old man of the land with a rake or a spade in his hand. Is there in all weathers, sunshine and rain, I hesitate as I go past. Is he happy or sad with his task? Oh, I haven't the time for to ask. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. He's not much to do since he turned 65, so he's took to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy in this bride. 40 years in the ironworks broke his will, and his back and his shoulders around. There was no other work in the town, so they had him both fettered and bound. And then all of a sudden he turned 65, and the bosses said, "Thank you, my man." And he stuck a gold watch in his hand, as behind him the door quickly slammed. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. He's not much to do since he turned 65, so he stuck to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy in this bride. Every Saturday evening is down at the club, and he stands with his mates at the bar, slowly sipping a solitary jar. Oh, the pension won't go very far. So he sells a few things for his neighbours and friends, a few of the things that he grows. So that he has to watch out how he goes, or they'll stop all his pension he knows. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. He's not much to do since he turned 65, so he's stuck to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy in this bride. Every day as I go through the old shanty town, where the sheds and allotments all stand, I see the old man of the land with a rake or a spade in his hand. I cannot linger, I must be gone, I work in the ironworks too. I started there 5 years ago, only 45 more years to do. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. He's not much to do since he turned 65, so he stuck to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy in his bride. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. He's not much to do since he turned 65, so he stuck to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy, his pride.
Okay, komm, wir sind so.
Right, no long introductions, just spring has finally sprung after this long and ghastly winter, and so spring is in the air, so a love song. It's a traditional Cornish one. It's definitely Cornish, I think it's traditional.
Very Cornish tonight, Kim. What happened to the Welsh?
Well, we had St David's Day earlier on, so...
You just flit around amongst your nationalities.
Oh, I can do your Welsh one either, but anyway, right. You all know this one, so... Sweetheart, I have longed for to hear the fond song where the notes of the nightingale flow. Don't you hear the fond tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below? As she sings in the valley below. Then sit yourself down with me on the ground, on the bank where the primroses grow, and we'll hear the fond tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. The couple did kiss and were filled with such bliss, they declared that their love they would show. Then they passed through the shade of the nightingale's glade and went down to the valley below, and went down to the valley below. The couple agreed to be married with speed, and soon to the church they did go. But their memories strayed to the nightingale's glade, where she sang in the valley below, where she sang in the valley below. The Nightingale.
Just with my little capo on. Not good enough. Imagine the scene. You're on your Bahamas beach, or it could be Bermuda, but definitely not Whitley Bay Sands. And you're sitting there watching the sun come down at you like this, you know, and this grass-skirted maiden comes up with your pint of Guinness or your rum punch or whatever it is you're on, you know.
Where's the stain elephant?
And if you can remember Mandy Rice Davies from, well, it's not about her, it's a different Mandy. I know.
Christine McKeever.
I know. It must have something to do with the booby-doos and all that, you know. Right. I'll probably do a booby-doo with this one as well. 3-4 pints of Guinness, you know. Right. Mandy. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mandy, mine. She got married on a Saturday night. She got married on a Saturday night. Was the best night of her life. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mandy, mine. Mandy had a little baby. Mandy had a little baby. Sat that baby on my knee. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, Mandy, oh, whoa, 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 Mandy, my baby made my Mandy cry. Cried so hard she's soon to die. Mandy made my Mandy cry. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, Mandy, oh, whoa, 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 Mandy, buried her on Bahamas sand. Buried her on Bahamas sand. Wedding rings all on her hand. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, Mandy, oh, whoa, 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 Mandy, my. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, Mandy, my. Mandy, thank you very much.
What was that called, dear?
Imagine the scene. You're on your Bahamas beach, or it could be Bermuda. You're definitely not doing many sands. You're sitting there watching the sun come down at you like this, you know, and this grass-skirted maiden comes up with your pint of Guinness or your rum punch or whatever it is.
You say, Mary?
Where's the steam elephant?
And if you remember Mandy Rice Davies,
Oh, yes.
well, it's not about her. It's a
Oh,
different
yes,
Mandy.
talk about how many men you
A friend was in my group, Christine the Keeler.
Must have something to do with the booby doos and all that, yeah. Right. Probably do a booby doo with this one as well, so we're going to treat for a pound of Guinness, yeah. Right, Mandy. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, man. She got married on a Saturday night. She got married on a Saturday night. Was the best night of her life. Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, man. Mandy had a little baby. Mandy had a little baby. Sat that baby on my knee. Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, my. Baby made my Mandy cry. Cried so hard she's soon to die. Mandy made my Mandy cry. Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, buried her on Bahamas sand. Buried her on Bahamas sand. Wedding rings all on her hand. Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, oh, 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 Mandy, oh.
Hey, Brother!
Just with my little capo on. Not good enough. Imagine the scene. You're on your Bahamas beach, or it could be Bermuda, but definitely not Whitley Bay Sands. And you're sitting there watching the sun come down at you like this, you know, and this grass-skirted maiden comes up with your pint of Guinness or your rum punch or whatever it is you're on, you know.
Where's the steam elephant?
And if you can remember Mandy Rice Davies from, well, it's not about her, it's a different Mandy. I know.
Christine Lakina.
I know. It must have something to do with the booby-doos and all that, you know. Right. I'll probably do a booby-doo with this one as well. 3-4 pints of Guinness, you know. Right, Mandy. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mandy, mine. She got married on a Saturday night. She got married on a Saturday night. Was the best night of her life. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mandy, mine. Mandy had a little baby. Mandy had a little baby. Sat that baby on my knee. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mandy, my baby made my Mandy cry. Cried so hard she's soon to die. Mandy made my Mandy cry. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mandy, buried her on Bahama sand. Buried her on Bahama sand. Wedding rings all on her hand. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mandy, my Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy was a Bahama girl. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, oh, whoa, whoa. Mandy, my Mandy, thank you very much.
What was that called, Dave? Again. Come and get us some.
I'm gonna do two quite short ones run together because they're a couple of little shanties from the Windward Islands and Segways. That's right, Windward Islands. First one's called Blackbird Get Up, and it's got a very simple chorus. It just goes hiya, hiya, and then the second one's got an even simpler chorus. So you know. Blackbird get up, hiya, and she shakes she tail, hiya. Whitebird get up, hiya, and she do the same, hiya. Oh, me donna, hiya, Emelina girl, hiya. Oh, me donna, hiya, girl, come go with me, hiya. Wet, messy, wet, hiya. Oh, crazy wet, I am. Water feel a stick, I am. When the rain come down, I am. Oh, me Donna, I am. Emelina girl, I am. Oh, me Donna, I am. Girl, come go with me, I am. Relief coming, I am. Turn a rolling, I am. Emelina girl, I am. Girl, come go with me, I am. Oh, me Donna, I am. Emelina girl, I am. Oh, me Donna, I am. Girl, come go with me, I am. Emma, let me be. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Oh, Miss Emma, don't you cry. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Wish I had that girl in tow. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Hold away, me bully boys. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Oh, the dawning of the day. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Hold away and get your pay. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Windward girls are hard to beat. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Holding on your old main sheet. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Oh, boys, when she takes the roll, roll her down the bay to Juliana. Shake and break her, blast your soul. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. Sweat that you're the mate to say. Roll her down the bay to Juliana. One more pull and then belay. Rolling down the bay to Juliana. Thought I heard the old man say. Rolling down the bay to Juliana. Tomorrow you will get your pay. Rolling down the bay to Juliana. Emma, let me be. Rolling down the bay to Juliana. Oh, Miss Emma, don't you cry. Roll her down the bay to Juliana.
There's a fellow here called Artie. That's him over there in the corner. So he goes over to Artie. Are you Artie, yeah? Says, I was told that if I asked you, you would get rid of my wife for me. That's right. What's your charge? Pound? Well, that's reasonable. Gives him the pound. Artie says, well, where will I meet her? He says, Tuesday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon at Morrison's car park, the supermarket car park. How will I know her? He says, well, she always wears a blue silk scarf. Right. 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon, Morrison's car park. And he's standing there and he sees a woman get out of a car. And she's wearing a blue scarf. So he goes over to her, puts his hand around her throat, chokes her. It's on the ground. Sees another woman get out of a car. She's wearing a blue scarf. He goes over to her, hands around her throat, chokes her, puts her down on the ground. That afternoon, the woman's husband's coming home from work, goes into the newsagents, buys the local paper, opens it, and the headline reads, Artie chokes, 2 for £1 at Morrison.
Oh.
You asked for it. I didn't write this song. I don't know who wrote this song. I didn't write it. In fact, I wouldn't be accused of writing such rubbish. single bell and bow. Want to be pay attention, don't ever fall in love. It's the devil's old invention. Or once I fell in love with a maiden so bewitching, Miss Henrietta Bell down in Captain Kelly's kitchen. Me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie. In the age of 17, apprentice to a grocer, I lived on Stephen's Green, where Miss Henry used to go, sir. Her manners were so fine, she set me hard and twitching, when she invited me to a hurley in the kitchen. Toodle-doodle-lie, 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 toodle-doodle-lie. The Sunday being the day, we were to have the revel. I dressed in clothes and gay, and I phrased that I'd be hero. The captain had no wife, so he went down to fishing, and we kicked up high life below stairs in the kitchen. Me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie. At the hour 6, I sat down at the table. She had the tea and cakes, and I ate what I was able. And tea and cakes and punch, to beside it had a stitching, and the time pass worked away with our curtain in the kitchen. With me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie. As she sat upon me knee, she slyly hinted marriage, went to the door and kept desperate haste came Captain Kelly's carriage. Her eyes told me full well, and they were not bewitching. She wished me down to hell or somewhere from the kitchen with me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie. She flew up from me knee, full 5 foot up and higher, and then head over heels, pushed me top and chum to the fire. You sell undercoat, I bought from Mr. Mitchell, and a 30 shilling note went up in blazes in the kitchen. Me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie. Agreed to see me dance, only smeared of smoke and ashes, with a tub of dirty suds straight into me face she dashes. As I lay upon the floor, the water she kept pitching, till the footman he broke down the door, rushed into the kitchen with me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie. The captain came downstairs, noticing me situation, and despite of all me prayers, was marched up to the station. No bail would they allow, but I kept home I was itching, till I had told the tale of how I came to be in the kitchen. Me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie, me toodle-doodle-lie. Anyway, a couple of tunes. First one is Planxty Irwin. The second one is O'Carolan's Concerto, which of course was written by O'Carolan, an old Irish piper many years ago. This song was made quite popular in the folk revival in the early 60s by the likes of the Dubliners and the Clancy Brothers. Was in the merry month of May and from was started left the girls of Tubal nearly broke and hearted saluted father dear. Kiss me darling mother, drink a pint of beer. Grief and tears his mother then off to reap the corn. Where I was born, cut the stout my sword apart. Ghost that comes in a brand new pair of brogues, rattle over the bows and frighten all the dogs. The rocky road that doubled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rock, rolling all the way to Dublin, work for Radida. In Mullingar that night I rest. So where he started by the light next morning bright, and there he took a drum of the pure to keep heart from shrinking, that's the paddy's cure. There he's all for drinking to see the lasses smile, laughing all the while at me curious style, which set your heart a bubble. The last me was I heard, just I required till I was almost tired. The rocky road that doubled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Radida. Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived. Few of that fine city, then I took a stroll. All among the quality had me bundle stole. In a neat locality something crossed me mind. When I looked behind, no longer could I find them. Me stink a woman inquiring after the road, told me Conrad Brogue it wasn't much in vogue. On the rocky road that doubled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for Radida. From there I got away me spare, for failing landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. Captain at me roared, said no room but he. When I jumped aboard a camel bound for Paddy down among the pegs, did some hearty rigs, done some fancy jigs, the water round me bubbling. The Holyhead I wish that I was dead, I are better for instead. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, what for Radida. The boys of Liverpool lying with safely landed, called myself a fool, I could no longer stand it. Began to boil, temper I was loose, when out there in Zyle they began abusing her and myself as I was shillelagh I let fly. Galway boys were there, so I was a hobbling with a loud hooray, ventured into the fray. We quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt a hare and turn down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for Radida.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I thought by now you'd be on your feet with a guitar halfway to the stage. Dave Berger! Maybe it was the young that put him up.
Tommy Sands song. Saw him up at Cramlington or somewhere like that a few years back. Made a request for this song. So he sings it and forgets one of the verses. So if he can do that, maybe I'll manage to do the same again. Has a little bit of a chorus. Misty Morn Show. Out in the morning, saw her standing there, waving at the oceans, the sand that was in her hair. I thought she was the fairest one that ever strode away, but she told me she was Mary on the misty morn shore. Mary, in the morning, I missed you all the more. Mary, in the morning, on the misty morn shore. Rambling under the mountains, my mind was easy and free. Rambling under the mountains, I rode her down to the sea. 14 days I drank the whiskey I wanted love and all. And Mary, in the morning on a misty morn shore. Mary, in the morning, I miss you all the more. Mary, in the morning, on the misty morn shore. I asked her if she would marry and come along with me. She said, I thank you kindly, but that it never can be. For I who've got a true love who left Rostreville's shore. And I told him I'd be waiting on the misty morn shore. Mary, in the morning, I miss you all the more. Mary, in the morning, on the misty morn shore. I wrote your name in the sand and I wanted you to stay. But then the tides came rolling in and washed your name away. But your name is ever in my heart, and it's there forevermore. And my heart is with you, Mary, on the misty morn shore. Mary, in the morning, I miss you all the more. Mary, in the morning, on the misty morn shore, on the misty morn shore. Tommy Sands. Thank you. So it was made quite popular in the folk revival in the early 60s by the likes of the Dubliners and the Clancy Brothers. was in the merry month of May and from. Was tired and left the girls of June, nearly broken heart, saluted father dear. Kiss me, darling mother, drink a pint of beer. Grief and tears, his mother then of the reef the common, where I was born, cut to stout my torn apart. Ghost and come to the brand new pair of broad, not all over the boughs and frightened the island dog. The rocky road that doubled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up the hair and turned down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, Wackalagila. And Mullingar that night they rest. So where he started by the light next morning, right and there he took a drum of the pure to keep. Or for shrinking, that's the paddy's cup. There he's on for drinking to see the lasses smile, laughing all the while. And because he's a style would set your heart a bubble and asked me was I hard. Just I required till I was almost tired. The rocky road, the double and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the head and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to double and back for Longida. Double the next arrived, I thought it's such a pity to be so soon deprived. Few of that fine city, then I took the stroll. All along the quality had me bundle stole. In the neat locality something crossed me mind. Well, I looked behind, no longer could I find a mistake. I wanted inquiring after the road. Told me Conrad Brogue it wasn't much in vogue. On the rocky road that doubled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, back for Longida. From there I got away, me spare. For failing landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. Captain at me roared, said Norrin but he. When I jumped aboard a cabin, bound for Paddy down among the pegs. Said some hearty race, done some fancy jigs, the water round me bubbling. To Holyhead I wished that I was dead, I or better far instead. On the rocky road, the Dublin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the head and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, back for Longida. The boys of Liverpool, I went safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, began to boil, temper I was low. When out there inside they began abusing her and myself as I shall daily island fly. Galway boys were there, so I was a howling with a loud array, ventured into the fray. We quickly cleared the way for the rocky road, the Dublin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut the hair and turn down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, back for Longida.
Time for a tune in the viola, I think. Or two even. John.
To the camera, but there's recording things in all directions. So. Well, to the best of my knowledge, they're both traditional ones, so can't tell you that much about them. The first one's from Scotland, I believe, and it's the Green Banks of Yarrow.
Right. This one's another Vin Garbutt song. Apparently, when you get to be a pensioner, if you work on your garden, you sell a few cabbages and stuff, and you get caught, you get your pension docked. You know that? It's not right, but it's true. And this one's a bit like that. It's called "A Man of the Earth." And it's about the old guy who'd worked 40 years in the ironworks, and then he sort of spent his time in his garden. It's called, let's see, "Man of the Earth." Yeah, I can't see it. This light. Never good it. Yeah. Every day as I go through the old shanty town, where the sheds and allotments all stand, I see the old man of the land with a rake or a spade in his hand. Is there in all weathers, sunshine and rain, I hesitate as I go past. Is he happy or sad with his task? Oh, I haven't the time for to ask. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. He's not much to do since he turned 65, so he's took to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy in this bride. 40 years in the ironworks broke his will, and his back and his shoulders around. There was no other work in the town, so they had him both fettered and bound. And then all of a sudden he turned 65, and the bosses said, "Thank you, my man." And he stuck a gold watch in his hand, as behind him the door quickly slammed. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. He's not much to do since he turned 65, so he stuck to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy in this bride. Every Saturday evening is down at the club, and he stands with his mates at the bar, slowly sipping a solitary jar. Oh, the pension won't go very far. So he sells a few things for his neighbours and friends, a few of the things that he grows. So that he has to watch out how he goes, or they'll stop all his pension he knows. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. He's not much to do since he turned 65, so he's stuck to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy in this bride. Every day as I go through the old shanty town, where the sheds and allotments all stand, I see the old man of the land with a rake or a spade in his hand. I cannot linger, I must be gone, I work in the ironworks too. I started there 5 years ago, only 45 more years to do. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. Isn't not much to do since he turned 65, so he stuck to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy in his pride. A man of the earth, a man of the soil, in his lonely allotment he labours and toils. Isn't not much to do since he turned 65, so he stuck to his garden to keep him alive. It's his only joy, his pride. Man of the earth.